What's up, YouTube? High definition television. Um, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. I don't remember the last video we shot. Was in the old apartment. I'm in a new space. I'm just fucking around here. I don't really have a designated area to shoot from yet. So I'm in a corner on the floor right now. I'll get that sorted. I'm gonna try to make these. I don't know. I always say that shit. But I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna try to make these more regular. I really kind of miss the interaction doing videos, and the last few videos have not done particularly great in terms of interaction. There were like 4 comments on the last video. It's like, that's pretty low. It's hard to justify continuing doing these things with any regularity when that's your response. And you know, YouTubers aplenty would be like, well, I don't do this for the comments. I just do it because I want to. Yeah, I do want to. It's cool. But anybody saying that they don't want to have like some sort of back and forth or like dialogue about the shit that they're talking about, I mean, either you or you have thousands of subscribers who all comment and you can't read through that shit, or you're lying. It's just my 2 cents there. Anyway, we'll see. This is like a litmus test, I suppose. And it's low-hanging fruit because it's all just a fucking collection update. After moving, I had to organize and get everything put away, unpacked, etc., etc. George got sick. Fortunately, last week I lost George. Crossed that rainbow bridge. He's hanging out with Henry. They're being pests. Waiting for the homie. So that sucks, and it's really sucked not having that familiarity. He's my homie, man. I had Henry for 15 years, George approaching 15 years, which is a pretty good run for cats, but they're indoor cats, and indoor cats tend to live longer, up into the 20s in some cases. It's neither here nor there. What was I talking about before shit got grim? Records. Oh, fuck. Fuck. I've not been buying shit. And I just recently had a birthday, so of course, I had to splurge a little bit for that. I just kind of decided on a stack of 10 here to talk about. And these are all records that have not necessarily been bought super recently, but in 2026, and probably in the last 3 to 4 months. Not in any particular order. It's all vinyl, all 12 inches this time. I was going to show some tapes and some fucking 10 inches and 7 inches, but it ended up being a stack of like way too many fucking things to kill your time, watching. Most of these, let's see. Actually, I want to say all of these. Yeah, all of these were brick and mortar pickups, man. Local. Obviously, I haven't traveled in a long time. And kind of runs the gamut in terms of genre. Well, a little, sort of. Anyway, let's dive into it, shall we? The first thing I want to show you, this is a record that I've had before, and I don't know what happened to my copy of it. I had a really nice reissue put out by, I don't remember the label, Picture Disc double inch 12-inch, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, I don't know what happened to it. I've done several purges, and my guess is that it got overlooked and ended up in a purge, which is a bummer because this is a top 20 black metal record for me. I love this fucking record. It's so good. So unique and just kind of weird, especially for the time that I first heard it. And we're talking about shit. Arcanum, Fran Martyr, originally released on Necropolis Records. This is on Essential Purification. Embossed, foil embossed shit on here. I mean, I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty cool. They did it back here. They also did it with the logo. I don't know. That's pretty telling right there. Anyway, not a double. It is a gatefold, but like, that's the gate. I mean, come on. It's cool. I get it. He's all swampy and foresty and mysterious. Big booklet. Just ritualistic black metal, Swedish. His first 3 records are pretty perfect. I don't think there's anything really crazy about the record. No, it's just on black, nothing special with the labels. But it's, it's got like a little bit of a punk edge to it. And it's really raw and feral. And it has just like a weird, almost foreboding atmosphere to it that I really love and have loved since the first time I heard it. It's funny, I remember when I bought this originally on CD, I got it, I want to say, at the same time as like, is it Via Dolorosa by, fuck that, Norwegian, had like It from Abruptum was in that. I never got into that project. That was the only record by them I ever had, and I fucking hated it. But Arcanum hit hard. This shit rules. Fran Martyr, Arcanum. This is more recent. This is a band I never fucked with, although I've been aware of their existence since, like 2015, 2016. This EP is from 2016, I believe. Yeah. Released by Avant Garde. It's Pillars by Miss Artham. And this record rules. Holy shit. Atmospheric black metal with like touches of synth and cold wave and like electro industrial type flourishes. It's more like not so much industrial as it is just like synth heavy, but it has this vibe that really kind of reminds me of like I don't know, imagine if Drab Majesty went the black metal route. I like Drab Majesty a lot, especially that first Drab Majesty record. This is just good. I really like it. It's very moody and doomy and gloomy, but also spacey. I mean, look at it. It lives up to this cover. That's really good cover, by the way. So I'm gonna pick up some more of these bands' shit. As far as I know, we got what? One person in the band, represented by a circle. Anyway, I really like this shit. Was super hyped. I found this in a bargain bin. Covers, it's not rough, but it has seen some days. This was a gift from the homie over at Parasitic Records. Shadow of the Torturer, Dronestown. You got Jim Jones on the cover. This record's fucked up. Just crushingly heavy sludge, burgeoning on like Funeral Doom, but it's definitely of the sludgy variant more than like traditional Doom. Slow as heavy. Slow as heavy. Oh my god. Fucked. Slow as shit. So slow. And so crushing. And the topic, the subject matter, of course, it's called Dronestown. It's got a picture of Jim Jones on the cover. The songs are entitled Indianapolis, Ukiah, We Are a Righteous People and Guyana. Pretty much covers the ostracization of the Jonestown cult from their home here in the U.S. to their refuge in Ghana, where they committed mass, end of life scenario. Kool-Aid. They all drank the Kool-Aid. It's a fucked up record. It's a pretty heavy listen. It's not something you're gonna pull out all the time, but it is fucking sick to have in the old sludge collection. There's another fucking rad record, also out of a bargain bin. It's like $5 for this reissue of There Were Wires, Somnambulists. I had never heard of this project before. Boston, post-hardcore. This shit has a lot in common with like fucking Neurosis. This record's rad. Cool gatefold. I dig the art. It's really weird. There's the back. Just a crushing record. Very, very gloomy, but stellar post-hardcore, man. Like, they do something that can irritate me in some cases. Where there's a cover on here, and the cover song is the song "Tunic" by Sonic Youth. But they do it perfect. It's so good and raw and visceral and just like gripping. This record is a gripping record from start to finish. I really like it. They have another record that was also reissued, I think, around the same time. It did come with lyrics, not that you all need to see, but fuck it, I started digging it out. And like a long ass poster thing. I don't know, can you see that? There we go. Better. Anyway, this record's rad. It's just, I don't know. It has moments of like dissonance, but like not really reliant on that mathcore element that I think a lot of post-hardcore bands kind of fell into around the time that this was released, which was like, no, when was this originally released? I don't know. It probably says in that folded out that I just put back. Again, I would probably just compare it to like Neurosis, like late, well, no, like early aughts Neurosis. Think like post Times of Grace. But you'll hear like elements of that 90s era shit in here too. But like also like Cave In, Converge, ISIS, heavy influences on this record. It's really good. I don't have much more to say about it than that. Peep it if you want. Alright. Let's keep trucking. Okay. This one I picked up when we were out for my birthday. I picked up a couple, but this is the one I chose to show. And this is Brag Nefa. It's Gaelic. Hopefully I said that correctly. That's how it's shown to be pronounced in the Discogs page for this project. This was a Seattle group. Hard to see the artwork, but it's cool. The lighting in here isn't great, and I got cracks all across the screen of my phone. I think one, in fact, going over the camera lens. So that's awesome. There's the back. Again, hard to see, but the artwork's cool. And then we got a lyric sheet, as you often do with these things. And a print that is also, can you tell there's two skulls there and a little tree? And there's some words. What does it say? Let's read this. Let's read it together. Man shall never be free until the last king is strangled with the entrails of the last priest. Man, couldn't agree with that more. These guys were weird. They were, I don't know, they were kind of like a crust band when they started. And then they just veered more and more into left field, embracing post-hardcore, post-rock, and sludge elements into their music. And it's very much represented here. All of the members they had this like kind of, I don't want to say manifesto, but it's like this kind of like a credo, probably be more appropriate. They all had like a credo that like they were all of differing political opinions, and the music is representative of those differing opinions. Um, I don't know. There's a blurb about it on the Discogs page. I would say it's fair to assume, differing or not, they all veer to the left of center, pretty heavily. I would say into the anarchist realm of things. Anyway, this is a really good record, and it's super heavy. It's super crushing. Really, really good production work on this. I have several records by these guys. Fuck it, I'll show this too. I picked this up recently in an unrelated trip, which is Brag Nefa split with Children of God. This was released by Vendetta. There's the tape. And this stuff is just rad. This band was such a great project and super unique. They tried doing some things that, you know, you weren't hearing constantly when they were putting this music out, and I really appreciate that, rather than kind of falling into just same old territory that, you know, a lot of this shit could kind of fall into. It was a trap. You know, you get comfortable. These guys, I think, always looked to challenge what people expected out of their music, and that's super cool. Here's another record. This one's an oldie. It's EP, 12-inch. This Mortal Coil. Whew. This is the, does it have a name? No, this is a self-titled EP. 16 Days, Gathering Dust. Epic track. Amazing, amazing song. There's a cover of Tim Buckley, Song to the Siren, on here, which is jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring fucking cover. It's incredible. And then 16 Days Reprise. 1983 on this one, released by 4AD, of course. There we go. There's the 4AD label. God, this is good. I've talked about this Mortal Coil before. I'm pretty sure their first big full length. Actually, most of their fucking early shit is super good. But they're like a super group of 4AD artists. Modern English, Cocteau Twins, Cindy Talk, Colorbox, were all represented on this album. But what you get on here is something that doesn't really sound like any of those bands, yet at the same time sounds exactly like those bands. Which is weird to say. It might not track for some of you, but it's really good. It's really, really good. Some of the best this Mortal Coil material, I think, in terms of like just that first track, 16 Days, Gathering Dust, just chef's kiss. It's so good. And Song to the Siren, Tim Buckley. Like, I bought this and I spun that B-side with Song to the Siren on there and the 16 Days Reprise, and man, that Song to the Siren just made me well up. I'm not even kidding. Had a lot of shit going on. And then after that was over, I of course had to spin the Tim Buckley version, and then I fucking pulled out the Jeff Buckley. Yeah. Grace. This is a great record. Fucking super good. Assuming you have feelings. Okay, next up, something less introspective and despondent. We have The Other Cheek by Congress. I've talked about Congress before as well. This is a Good Life Recordings release. Probably my favorite Congress. The Other Cheek is an EP, and it's fully represented on this, as well as their 1993 demo. This is a repress, I think, but it still came out in like 96, I think. Maybe a little bit after that. Yeah, 96. It's just savage, unrelentingly feral, unholy hardcore, holy terror hardcore, if you will. Highly integrity influenced, highly Slayer influenced. There's a lot of death metal audible on this record. It's insane. So good. Just cream of the crop as far as the Hate Thousand scene went. Honestly, Congress is probably my favorite. So fucking good. Okay. This one I stumbled across. Also in a bargain bin, which shocked and appalled me. We have one Otrix Point Never with his, what year was this? 2011 Replica record. I've been after a lot of the stuff that he put out in this era. It's really hard to come by, which is super, like, it's a huge bummer, because I remember when this stuff dropped originally, like, these records were everywhere and they weren't expensive, and now they're nowhere and they are expensive, and it really, it hurts. For the collector scum in me, it hurts. But this is just really stellar, atmospheric electronic music. It's not industrial. It's often got no percussion. It's almost soundtracky, cinematic in scope, dare I say, which makes sense because he would go on to do soundtracks. He did Good Times. He did Uncut Gems, and the Ping Pong movie. Which is, same directors that did all three of those films anyway, so that makes sense. Anyway, this is, I don't know, probably one of my favorite releases of his. Insert. Pretty cool. Just synth-driven awesomeness. It's epic in scope, very grand as well, but intimate at the same time, and also can be introspective to a certain degree. Yeah, really fucking good. Highly recommended. If you like shit like the Haxon Cloak, especially the first Haxon Cloak record, the Excavation, you'll dig this a lot, I would wager. Okay, we got another old one here. Nothing Shocking, Jane's Addiction. This record, oh man, I love this record so much. There's the boys there. This was their second full length after the self-titled and before Ritual de la Habitual. You got Perry Farrell, Certified Creeper these days. You got fucking god damn it, Ink Masters guy right here. Why I can't think of his name, I don't know. This is another bargain bin find. Dave Navarro, Jesus Christ. Came with a printed inner, original printed inner. And this was put out in like 87, 88, somewhere in that realm. 88. I mean, it sounds like it's of this time, but it's pretty fucking epic, man. Mountain Songs, worth the price of admission alone on this, but like Idiots Rule, Jane Says, Had a Dad, Up the Beach. This is just an epic record. It's a little skronky, I guess, but like there's some raging shit on here. Like, again, Mountain Song. That song is heavy as fuck. As heavy as anything that came out in 1988 that wasn't under the heavy metal umbrella. Just rad. This is a rad record. All-time favorite for sure. So finding this was a nice day. That day. Okay, I'm re-sleeving too, so whatever. Suck it. We'll leave that from where it's at. Okay, last one. This is probably my favorite release by this particular band here. Magus by Thou. Boom. Put out by Sacred Bones. You probably can't see it. There's a lot of spot gloss on this guy. I don't know who made that design decision. I fucking love the cover art though, like that fucking what do you call it, tintype photography. So cool. Double LP. There is the insert, the fold. God damn it, the gatefold. I speak well sometimes. There's more fucking spot gloss in here. All gods, all masters, which is a nice little sentiment. We got insert, which has been on someone's wall. That's how you know somebody loved this record. So I don't know why they got rid of it, but now it's mine, and that's cool. Black Wax, we're not going to pull those out. This record's amazing. It's crushingly heavy. It would fall very comfortably under the sludge category. But I don't know. I think there's a lot more to it than just like your standard sludge record. Like, this does not sound like that Shadow of the Torturer record, even though they have a lot of similarities. It's often been said about Thou that they probably have more in common with grunge than they do with sludge. Sludge metal. I don't know. I equate sludge more with like hardcore than I do with heavy metal. Which always leads me to the conundrum of, do I separate my sludge records from my stoner and doom records? Food for thought. But that Thou is just, it's bleak, it's savage, downtrodden, down-tuned, heavy as balls. Vocals just pained shrieks. There's nothing not to love about this record. Magus by Thou, already back in the sleeve. And that's all I got. I have a lot more that I could do a whole other video on, and probably will. This shit's low-hanging fruit. I am probably going to do a response to Heavy Metallurgy's Sabbatharium Hour. Did a thing, not this last weekend, but the weekend before, about cosmic doom. And they pulled a lot of records, and a lot of good records at that, between Logan and Rick and Aaron, the metal theologian. But they missed a lot of good records at the same time, and I would like to show some of those. In fact, I have the stack I want to talk about, like right here next to me. I could just go right into that, but I'm not gonna. This is all you get for now. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. Do you like these records? Do you have these records? Do they have a special place in your heart? Do you hate these records? Let's talk about it. Beyond that, keep it real, keep it cool, stay safe, and don't be shitty. Easy, right? Should be. All right, later.